Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's video. I've just got home from work and I wanted to show you guys making some chicken pot pies with some leftover chicken on my Sunbeam pie maker. So here I am, I'm just taking out the puff pastry. You do need to let it sit out for like 10 minutes or so just on the counter, just to soften up a little bit. So I went into the office today for my in-office work day, just once per week, and I made a roast chicken dinner on Sunday night. Here we go, we can see it here. I've had it in the container for a couple of days. And it's just seasoned. I have a special recipe that I accidentally invented when I was 19. I will show that in another video, but essentially it's like a bachelor's handbag. If you're watching this from a country other than Australia, a bachelor's handbag is a rotisserie chicken that you pick up from like a supermarket, and it's in these little plastic bags with carry handles. Anyway, so I'm just cutting up the rest of this chicken. And then I'm going to pop it in a little container. You can hear my cat come in. I think she's meowing, but I don't know that you guys can hear that.
Meow.
Okay, so I just am going to add in I think it's half a cup of frozen veggies. And then I'm going to also add in, after I give it a bit of a stir, this is some tapioca and some water, so that just adds a little bit more, I guess, I forgot the word I was looking for, but it's a bit of a thickening agent. So because I'm not adding any liquid in specifically, I had the frozen veggies, the moisture from the frozen veggies will work well to give that little extra moisture in there. And a little bit of palmy cheese, just for a little bit of extra flavour, and I added some salt and pepper in there as well. So these are the pie cutters that came with the Sunbeam pie maker. One side's for the base and one side's for the top. And then you just pop it on, press it down, and it comes up. And there's little lines on the top part, oh sorry, the base, but you'll see that in a little bit. Alright, so here's my Sunbeam pie maker. It's space enough for 4 pies. These are actually quite deep as well, so you can actually make quite a bit of a meal out of them. You only just need to have one pie and it's like a meal, like I just said. Okay, so then you just pop off one of the bases that you've already pre-cut. I've been wanting a pie maker for quite a few years, and I ummed and ahed about it for a long time. I thought about getting a Kmart and Co version one. I've seen a few in the op shops. I could have got an op shop one when I think about it, but oh well. I did get a gift card, I think was for like Mother's Day earlier this year, and I went and got that. So I have actually used it once before. I just haven't really had a lot of time to keep playing with it. And my kid actually loves chicken pot pies, and I would never make them, never eat them until they came into my life. And she wanted a chicken pot pie one day. So that's where we're at. Now I'm just putting a little bit in. You can see there's not a lot of like creaminess going on there, even though I put in like the tapioca and water mixture. But don't let that fool you. So you don't fill these all the way up. You only fill like 3/4 of the way, not even. And that I had plenty of chicken cut off. And as I mentioned before, I think it was only half a cup of frozen veggies, a little bit of cheese, and the tapioca mixture. And that's made 4 pies, and that's plenty. I ended up having some extra chicken left over. I might just whack it on a sandwich tomorrow for lunch. Also too, sorry about all the crows going on. I can't really control those guys, but that's where we're at. I'm just popping the little tops on them now. And that's about it. We just pop the lid down. And off I go. I've got some washing to hang out. This is some of my mum's washing that I'm just hanging out. Well, she's staying somewhere else at the moment. Yeah, so also don't forget to subscribe and get the notifications for my channel if you're enjoying my content. Definitely looking forward to making more videos like these. And please do click like on this video. Thanks so much. With that chicken as well, so I cut all the meat off of that, and then I'm left with the carcass. So what I wanted to do is experiment and make a broth out of it, which is something I've never done before. So while I've got the pies cooking and I've just hung out some washing, I'm going to plug in my Russell Hobbs pressure cooker. I love this thing. I will be making more videos with this for all its wonderful, beautiful capabilities. I just popped the chicken carcass in, some carrots and some old, very old celery. Fill it up with water. I didn't have any onions or garlic on me, so it's just one of those things. It is what it is. But homemade chicken stock is something I want to get into, add it to my repertoire, so to speak. Here we just pop the lid on, and I think I'm going to pop it on for about 10 minutes. So I pop it on manual and then lower the time down. And then I just let it go for 10 minutes. And then I go do some more washing things. The never-ending washing. I live in a tiny little unit, so So sorry about like this stuff everywhere, like, you know, just hanging around, and there's another clothes area there. I generally hang out the clothes inside because it rains so much here in southeast Queensland that I would never be able to get it out and dry in one day without it raining at some point. It's wild. All right, let's go check those pies. And here we go. Look at those beauties. Lovely golden color. They only took like 10 minutes. Beautiful. Oh, the struggle is real. Failing. But I keep trying. I don't give up. And I eventually get him out. Yeah, just look at those babies. This is so great. I love being able to make so many meals out of one chicken. All right, let's cut into it. Look at that. Look at that flaky pastry. And you can see there's not a lot of moisture coming out, even though I put extra water in there. Lovely.